Yeah, he took my sticks off me. I have never felt so unstable.
So do you want to start then?
Yeah. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Unstable Podcast with me, Ricky Balshaw. Mikey's already shaking his head at me because I've just been...
Because we've been recording for 10 minutes.
We've been recording for 10 minutes and... Anyway.
10 minutes.
I just want to make sure that the guest feels comfortable and relaxed and you know, happy.
And it's very understandable and it's nice and it's very commendable too.
But 10 minutes is 10 minutes.
We're here to do a job.
I get it. So anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks. We're going for a bit of a different feel on... Mikey, why are you shaking your head at me for?
Just because you seem so nervous.
I am nervous because this is a real sensitive episode this week and I don't want to get it wrong.
He doesn't want to put his foot in his mouth. Not that he can actually do that anyway.
Not that I could do it anyway. You've just seen me walk across the garden. But metaphorically speaking...
You won't do that, I promise you.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous because it's a sensitive episode. You probably guessed, guys, this is a little bit of a different feel than what we normally go for. Nikki, thank you ever so much for coming in today. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for yours. Why don't you just tell everyone a very brief overview of sort of what you've been through and what you're campaigning for?
Okay, so I'm Nikki. I had a daughter. She was 17 when she was killed in a car accident. She was backseat passenger. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt. The driver hadn't been driving very long, 2 months maybe. She had been drinking and they were driving around about midnight on the night it happened. They weren't going anywhere. There was no purpose to the journey. They were just out for a drive when I thought she was at house sitting for somebody. The driver lost control, overtaking on a bend, and that was it. She lost control of the car, flipped it, and Phoebe was ejected out the back.
Wow. I mean, yeah, you can tell why I was nervous. Just horrific.
There's bits of that night that I didn't want to know for a long time, but now I feel the need to talk about it and know about it. What
sort of things didn't you want to know that you now do? So what do you mean when you say that?
So the injuries she sustained,
yeah,
I couldn't deal with that. How the accident happened, where the car ended up, what happened afterwards. It's just things that I didn't want to have to cope with. I think my body went into shutdown, to be honest, because you just don't expect that. Everybody says, oh, you know, the knock at the door. Well, yeah, it was a knock at the door. It was a bang on the door. It was the blue lights outside the bedroom curtains. It was the police at the door asking if they could come in and could we sit down because they'd got something to tell us. And my husband is ex-police, so he just said, it's Phoebe, isn't it? And they said, yes, she's been in an accident. But at that point, it was like, oh, okay, right, is she all right? Yeah, let's go. We'll follow you. No, you need to come in our car. We need to blue light you. Never got to Nottingham so quick. Yeah.
Where were you coming from?
Swaddling Court, yeah. So what would have been probably a 45-minute journey was about 20 minutes. Wow. It was, and I remember now being in the back of that police car, and it's like an out-of-body experience. It's really weird it's really weird feeling. Yeah.
So you were blue lighted to the hospital.
Yeah, to QMC.
If I'm going into too much detail, tell me to knob off.
No.
So she wasn't pronounced dead on
site. No. In fact, a neighbour of ours who'd been travelling in the opposite direction missed the incident by about 30 seconds, saw the car roll in the field, obviously didn't know who was in it, and he got out, went to help, and he did CPR on Phoebe. The other two people, the driver and the front seat passenger, were just running around the field in hysterics.
Is that because of shock or?
I think shock. I think shock, to be honest. I mean, they had been drinking, but I think it was mainly shock.
Was it just alcohol in the
driver's
system?
Yes. Yeah, it was just alcohol. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So it was your neighbour actually that sort of called it in?
Yes, he did. He called it in. Then we got to QMC, straight into A&E, and she was in resource. I couldn't go in. I couldn't go in round the curtain. I just had a panic attack.
I was just about to say, because you weren't allowed to, or you just couldn't bring yourself
I couldn't bring myself to. My husband went straight round. I couldn't do it. I bless the doctors and nurses in the department. They really looked after me. And then after a few minutes, I did go round to her, and then I just sat and held her hand, and she was intubated, but she looked perfect. There wasn't a scratch on her.
That is so bizarre to me when she was flung out of the vehicle.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
I don't know if I should say this, but I want to say this. So I've been in a lot of car crashes.
Oh, have you?
I've had probably about 15, 17 car crashes.
Wow, that's unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a stupid driver.
That'd do it.
Yeah. But also, I've had my car roll on 4 of the car crashes. Because I grew up in Cumbria, so I grew up in the middle of nowhere.
Mikey.
Yeah. I grew up in Cumbria. I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So I was always driving on country roads and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd always take these corners too fast, or I'd always think that I could handle the car.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, touch wood, I'm touching a lot of wood. I haven't had a proper car crash. I've had bumps and stuff, but I haven't had a proper car crash since I was about 24. I've had some I've had to write off my car since that for certain things, but nothing bad.
Okay.
I've not rolled a car since I was 24.
What do your insurance company say to you? Not him again?
I've stuck with the same insurance company because they've...
Because no other fucker allowed you.
No, they will. It's just they always come back cheaper than anybody else, and I don't know how, but I've been inside a car while it's been rolling. I've had one of my best friends in the back, who didn't have a seatbelt on, but it was like the seats inside had gone around him.
Oh, okay.
So you could literally see it. Like if I could show you the picture of the car crash, but I don't want to.
No, let's not.
But it's like the seats kind of they're made or designed to protect a passenger.
Oh, okay.
So they actually moved around him. So as we were turning, he was protected, even though he wasn't wearing his seatbelt. He came out of that car crash better than I did because he was protected.
Wow, I've never heard of that before.
It was weird. So I'm just when you're talking like that, I'm thinking of that as well.
Yeah,
at the same
is that
time.
a newer car then? Is that?
No, this was an old Ford Fiesta, 1999 maybe or 2010.
Gosh,
I can't remember which one it was. I've had a lot of cars. Yeah, I was just so it was weird because I came out of my car. The last time I rolled a car, I came out of it with a broken wrist, scratches down my face, loads of cuts down one leg from where all the glass had gone and I smashed into it. But he came out of it with nothing. So when you said that about looking at your daughter and her, not with a scratch on her and stuff, that's what I thought about. I was just that. So just thinking.
Yeah.
Awful.
But it is shocking. It's traumatizing.
Yeah, I imagine.
But yeah.
I've been cut out of a car, but luckily, touch wood, I've not rolled a car.
Wow.
So just going back to the hospital then, so you got the call, you got there.
Yeah.
She was in resource, she was intubated.
Yeah, and then
I want to go into as much detail as you're comfortable to.
Yeah, no, let's do it.
Along the story.
She so then the consultant wanted to speak to us. She'd already been up for an MRI before we got there. And they wanted to take her up to ICU, so the consultant wanted to chat with us while they moved her. And he basically said, MRI's come back and there's nothing there. There's nothing left.
Oh.
Yeah. She'd basically broken her neck.
Oh, wow.
So
when you say there was nothing left, there's no...
brain activity.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So her body was still functioning?
Yeah. She was still, Like I was saying, she was intubated, but yeah.
Yeah, it's all
but there was nothing.
as a as a parent, that just must be your worst nightmare to have. You know, you're told that your daughter is brain dead.
Yeah. It's terrible. I've got 4 kids. One of them's 16. The other one's 18. Weirdly, my 18. Well, sorry, she's 19 now. She's 20 this year, but she's she's in hospital right now.
She's not taking after you, is she?
No, not driving her out.
She can't even drive. So
good.
Yes,
that way.
Yeah, she went into hospital on Friday with a high pulse rate or something, and she's had her appendix out on Sunday night. Okay, so she's. I mean, she's a drama queen, man. She's like proper, like, oh my god.
I've had that up.
But
she's at that age.
Yeah, she's just like proper. She's never been in hospital before. She's never been under any anaesthetic before. This is the first time for everything.
Oh.
And she's spending 2 nights in hospital so far, and she's just like
milking it.
Oh yeah, but proper milking it. But she won't stop texting us. Like Kim's not had any sleep.
Yeah,
like she just will not stop messaging Kim, her mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're both pretty knackered and shattered, but at the same time, it's like, you know.
Bless her.
So, but yeah, I can't imagine at all what it's like to. Obviously, I'm feeling similar, like my daughter's in hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know she's all right. She's not on any kind of life support or anything. So I can't imagine how. Like, I don't know, I'm proper feeling.
Do you know?
Why didn't you prepare me for this episode, bro?
Yeah, sorry, mate. Well, kind of on purpose.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep going.
No.
So
it's good to get other people's perspective on it and how they would react or feel in the circumstances and draw on their experiences as well.
But I also think it's very easy for someone to say, "Oh, this is how I'd feel," or "I can't imagine." But until you're in that position, I don't think you truly know how. Like if someone had have asked you 6 weeks prior, "Oh, how would you react if you had this call?" You'd have probably had a very different answer to how you actually felt and acted on the night.
100%.
You know.
Yeah.
So
100%. It was just shut down. It was just. I don't think I even cried.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because you said before this that you're an introvert, so I was feeling like, did you just take it all in? And
that it went inside completely.
Yeah.
And who knew grief would be a physical pain? Yeah. It is actually a physical pain. It hits your chest.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody is sat on your chest the whole time.
Awful.
Yeah. Awful. And who knew that? I didn't know that.
I don't think you can know that until you've experienced it.
No. Even you telling me that now, I would not expect that in an extreme moment of grief. Even though you've told me and that's what to expect, you can't imagine that without experiencing it. Do you know what I mean?
It's like your heart, when they say heartbreak, it's that.
Yeah.
But you can feel it.
Feel it.
You can actually physically feel it.
And I think it's something that no parent should ever have to experience, the loss of their child.
No.
You know, I don't think there's anything that can prepare you.
There's nothing.
That.
No, nothing. Whether it's an illness or an accident, you can't. There's just nothing.
Yeah.
No.
So you've had that news. The doctor has said what he said.
Yeah.
You know, obviously at the moment the machines, I assume, are breathing and things for her.
So they take us up to ICU to spend some time with her. Yeah. And when we get in there, there's a nurse combing her hair. She's got beautiful long hair. And there was a nurse combing her hair. And we just sat with her, and my husband had made some calls because we have family here. My family are in York, and his family are in Crewe and Shrewsbury. And so he rang my sister, and they just got straight in the car. And my brother and his wife got straight in the car, came down. And of course it took them a couple of hours, and the doctor came in and said, you know, we really should switch the machines off now. It's not fair on her.
Not fair?
Yeah, it's not fair on her to keep her going. And I can't forget that. I can't ever forget that. Was she suffering?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means. It's not fair to keep her going.
I mean, you've seen me walk. You can imagine I've had a lot of surgery and stuff. And when you're knocked out, when you're under anaesthetic or an induced coma type thing, it feels like you just blink and you're awake again. You're not, there's no sort of
sense of time.
Exactly that. There's no sense of time. So I would imagine that her in that state would have just been that moment of nothingness.
Yes.
So I don't understand what the doctor means by that. And what did you feel at that time hearing that?
I just thought, I don't want her to suffer. Does that mean she's suffering? I don't want that.
I don't like that. I don't know whether, I mean, to put it bluntly, and please, if I'm saying the wrong thing, or please don't think that I'm being insensitive here, but you know, the doctors know that the inevitable is going to happen. Is there a part of you that thinks that they were just saying that to hurry you along?
Yeah, I do, in a way, because a long time afterwards, I actually applied for her medical records. You have to apply within a certain time frame.
I know all about this. I tried to sue the NHS for my disability and my medical records went missing.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I insisted on your story.
Yeah,
then,
no, it's fine.
Way to shift the focus there, bro.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean as well.
No, that's bad though, isn't it?
Terrible.
So I asked for them and I got them, and they sat in an unopened envelope for about 4 months.
Yeah.
And then I opened them and then I shut them again. And I still haven't read them properly yet, but and there's a disc in there. I don't know what's on that. But I will at some point, because I do now have a few questions that I wonder why. Why did that happen?
My advice would be do that as soon as you're able to, because the whole statute of limitations thing. Yeah. If there is any callback, you know, there's the timeline. Yeah. For that. So when did you make that decision to turn off machines? And were you driven by what that doctor had said?
We were. I'll be honest. We were. Because you are, aren't you? You think they know best. Yeah. So you are. So it was like, oh God, but I want my sister and my brother to be here. I and they made it just in time.
Did you want them there for you, for them, or your daughter?
For all of us. Okay. Yeah. For me, for them, and for Phoebe. Yeah.
Okay, so they made it in time.
They did.
And you made the decision that was going to happen. Did you guys? Did the doctor? How did that happen? Did the doctor then turn it?
Yeah. So the nurse had been combing Phoebe's hair, because apparently what they do, which I didn't know, is that they take a lock of hair for you. So they did
do that with horses. Used to ride horses for a living. We do that with the tails. Yeah.
Yeah, I work on a farm. We've got horses. Okay. Yeah, there's some horsey tails on the walls.
I've got one of the shoes. Every horse that I've lost, I've got.
Oh, have you? Well, yeah. I do like the horseshoes. Yeah.
Did you keep the laces?
Sorry.
Did you keep the laces?
Yeah, got the locks in the shoes. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, we digress.
So we've got
shifting the focus again.
Okay. We've got a few
it's
locks
all
of
about
hair.
me. Look whose podcast it is. All right, you come on here with a sad story and expect me not to be the centre of attention.
Yeah,
no, I am joking. I'm joking.
No, it's all
good.
Actually
not.
No, it's good.
It helps.
It helps the nerves.
To be honest, right?
It does.
I've been so nervous about this episode. Because
really?
Because like I'm a comedian. I take the piss. It's what I do. And also, I'm into dark humour. Like that. Yeah. I just am.
Yeah.
And I've been so nervous, apprehensive about saying the wrong thing. So actually, me just having that little rant then was so good for me, just to get it out of my system.
Has comedy helped you?
Yes. Yeah, it does help. Yeah, it helps a lot.
Who's your favourite comedian?
Oh,
Say
no.
Ricky Balshaw.
His name's right there.
Say Ricky Balshaw.
His name's right there.
Because he's not. He's shit.
Yeah.
He's the worst comic I've ever had in my
life. So I think the king of comedy.
Hi guys, do me a favour and go across to patreon.com/Ricky's Unstable. The first 1,000 members are just £1 a month for the lifetime of your membership. You get bonus content, you get early access, and all the fun from Ricky Balshaw's Unstable. See you there.
It's got to be Billy Connolly.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
See, you know, I just got to say this. You know, every time somebody's mentioned Billy Connolly, all I can think about is that time that he ran butt naked around London for comic relief. It just comes straight back.
Brilliant.
I've got a picture of his
Brilliant.
dick
Yeah.
right there now.
he's
So,
just looking at him, and when he smiles, you know he's going to start laughing. It just makes you laugh.
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
There's
very
a
clever.
butt there.
Yeah, we've also been known to watch Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's-
met Ricky
Yeah.
Gervais.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing man.
I like Ricky because he likes animals as well.
Yeah. I've recently applied to be his tour support. And
Have you?
Heard nothing. So thanks for that, Rick.
Well, that's just rude, isn't
know,
it?
right?
Come on,
Yeah,
Ricky.
It's because he didn't want to be the worst Ricky on stage.
He's
Sorry,
heard.
we digress.
No,
then,
no, it's
I've,
good.
I've got a little bit
It's
of
all
comedy
good.
at my system there. We can go back in. But yeah, no, I've been really apprehensive because I wanted to get your story across as you wanted it told. I wanted to get the message across right. I wanted to be sensitive. And I didn't want to say the wrong thing. I didn't want you to walk away from
You
here
couldn't do
thinking,
that.
What a dick.
This is what I've been saying to people, because people, you get that, oh, they don't know what to say to you, and they say, oh, how are you, and they think
that in
well,
itself is just
it's
a
like,
wank question, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not, because I want them to ask me how I am.
Okay.
But that's maybe
normal,
just me.
isn't it? That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can have a moan then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
So
And it's opening a door for you to
Yeah.
to vent.
And
to vent,
I
how
want
you're
them
feeling.
to ask me about Phoebe. I want them to. She was here.
Yeah.
I need to keep her memory
Can
going.
I
Cool.
just? I don't want to make you cry, but can we just say that she is here instead of was?
Yeah, do you know she
She's
is?
still with you.
All the
Yeah.
And the
signs.
fact that you're talking about her,
Yeah.
that means she's still here.
I love the saying.
I hate because my nana my nana was my hero, and when she passed, everybody around me always said, "Oh, she was," and she all this past tense. I'm like, will you fuck off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
She's here.
she's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's still here. If I'm still talking about her, that
Exactly
means
that.
she still is here.
I love the saying that you
So-
die twice. The first
Yeah.
time's when they put you in the ground, and the second time's the last time you mention the name.
Yeah.
Yours will be on the same day though.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks, that.
Sorry,
Anyway,
bro.
let's-
You know I love you.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the hospital. So
Look, right, can I just say,
No, you can't.
normally I take the piss out of the guest. I can't do that with
Yeah.
you.
You can.
No, I
Just
can't.
crack on.
I
It's
can't.
fine.
I can't because I might jinx myself and I don't want anything to
Yeah.
happen to me or my kids. So today it's all
It's
about
all on
taking
me.
a rip with Rick.
it's all right.
Okay,
It's
you
all
can
right.
have it then. That's
That's fine. I'm cool with that. So you met did they turn the switch off? I don't know what happens legally.
Yes, they would have to do that, and then so they took the locks of hair. They took handprints as well.
Okay.
And then we left the room, and they did what they needed to do, and then we had to hang about for a bit because I don't know why, but I just remember sat in this room. There was the six of us: my husband, my sister, and brother-in-law, my brother and sister-in-law, and we were just all sat, and nobody knew what to say.
That's shit, innit? They just left you in the room.
Yeah. And it was like, and it felt like forever. And I'm sure it wasn't, I don't know how long it was. It could have been 10 minutes. It could be 50 minutes. I don't know.
It's irrelevant without any explanation.
Yeah.
Like, because I would assume the turning off of the machines and the declaration of deaths is quite a quick thing. So anything over a few minutes, you're going to start wondering, the fuck is going on?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And also, like, for me, I'd be thinking, shit, it would add that element of hope, like, if they turned it off and the heart's
Do
still
you know
going.
what? I
Like,
never thought that.
That's instantly where my mind went then.
Maybe they were like checking and double checking, but they had us sitting around for it.
It's just the lack of explanation that.
Yeah. There wasn't
if
a
they'd have
lot
said-
of communication, to be
If
honest.
they'd have said, okay, go into there, we're going to be 15, 20 minutes, half hour, whatever, you'd have been like, oh, okay, this is procedure.
Yeah.
This is normal. But the lack of explanation
Yeah.
raises so many questions
So
in my mind.
that's a good point, because for them it was just normal. It was procedure. But for somebody who'd not been through it before, it wasn't, was it? It
Yeah.
was completely
Yeah.
alien. So
Yeah.
they could have done better in telling us what was happening. Yeah, that's a good point.
So they did what they did. They came into the room. They told you.
Yeah.
And then I assume you were allowed back in there to see her.
No, we left.
Okay.
We went back, me and my husband went back 2 days later to see her, but we weren't allowed to touch her because she was a victim of a criminal offence. So we...
Even though I assume you'd touched her the day before while she was alive.
Yeah.
Again, makes no sense to me.
No, I know.
Yeah, but that might not be... So like, the way the process would have worked is the police would receive information from the doctor. The police would then talk to their station. Yeah. And they'd go around the station and then they'd be like, okay, this is where... And they get all their facts together. And then within those 2 days, that's when they were like, oh, actually, this is what's happened.
She was a victim of crime.
Yeah, she would have been.
I don't understand.
But then it's horrible to say it, but she was still alive. And as a person that's still alive, she's a human being. She's got rights. Once she's passed and she's died, she's then evidence. And it becomes...
I understand that in a murder case and something like that.
It's the same as... Any criminal offence is
I understand
evidence.
what you're saying, and I'm not...
Do you? Because you look really confused.
No, I get what you're saying, and I accept it. It just seems like a load of bollocks. Not out of your mouth, out of them.
Yeah.
It's not like she was attacked. It's not like she was, she was a victim, but it wasn't an intentional...
I think it's bullshit that the parents aren't allowed to touch
This is
though.
what I'm getting at. It's fucking... bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Of the highest standard.
You're right, it is, because...
It's not like you were what do you call it? You weren't being accused of anything.
Yes, you weren't a suspect.
A suspect, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So you weren't a suspect. They know exactly who'd done what.
Unless you were and you're not telling something.
You just want to make me laugh.
But it's just bollocks. Anyway, so that was that. It's what a load of bollocks. They're not going to allow you to have the comfort of that.
I know, and it would have been, and we weren't allowed. And I suppose when you look back, you think, well, why didn't we question that? Why didn't we say to them, well, why?
But yeah, I guess
but
in
we
that
didn't.
moment of
You just
shock,
listen to them, and you just expect them to.
I think in that moment where you're sort of you're kind of looking for leadership, you're at such a loss yourself that you're looking for guidance in whatever capacity that is. So them giving you an instruction of sorts is a form of leadership, whether in hindsight you agree with it or not.
Yeah.
It's something to just do that you haven't got to think about.
Yeah, that was painful because she looked perfect. She looked like she looked like she was asleep, but that's how she looked like. She was perfect, and they looked like they were looking after her really well. And I think I even said thank you for. Yeah, she looked perfect.
I don't think they looked like they were asleep though. No.
She didn't when she was in the
it's individual, isn't it?
Undertaker's, but
they do look perfect. I think
peaceful.
That's a good way to describe it. They look peaceful, they're having the best sleep of their life.
Yeah,
I was
but
there.
They don't look like they're sleeping.
No, I was there for my nan's death a few years ago, and I got there just before she passed. Went round to the side of the bed. And
Talking of suspects.
Held her hand. Yeah, get the pillow. Go on, Nana. Have you sorted your will out, Nana? Oh shit, you haven't? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, so I made it round, held her hand, and she passed while I was holding her hand. And it's amazing the difference almost instantaneously that you can see and feel. She had dementia. She was going out, and she was there. She was breathing once every however many minutes or whatever, and then she took the last breath, and then she went from a body that was struggling to grasp onto life to just someone at peace.
Yeah, it's energy dispersion,
and she wasn't there.
And transference. So, obviously, everybody and everybody has got energy within them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And obviously, once that energy dissipates and transfers, it can go to you or it can go to anywhere else. And that's what it is.
Well, I've been fucking tired since then, so maybe a tired ass went into my body.
Oh yeah,
hey, that's it.
It's getting you back into.
Thanks, Nana. How long have we got, buddy?
We've got about 5 minutes.
We've got about 5 minutes.
4 minutes.
Cool. So what I'll do then, because I want to get into something that could take
3 minutes,
a while,
58.
because you've actually turned this into something positive. or
Good.
you're trying to.
Trying to.
And I really want to get into that because I think it's something that until my girlfriend was the one actually who found your story
Yeah, you
for
mentioned,
me,
yeah.
and she passed on. And until I'd read this, I didn't know about this law. I didn't know about this movement. I didn't know about any of this. I've done some thinking since, and I could not agree with it more. So we are going to go for a quick break now. Come back. Here's a word from our sponsors, and then we're going to talk about. It's a good
little cliffhanger. You've left it on there, though, isn't it? Like she's part of a.
What are we going to talk
I
about?
could never watch that film.
Stick around another 30 seconds after the advert, bitches. If you're into Pokemon, Warhammer, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, or anything like that, get yourself down to Triple C in Siston, Leicester, where they can take care of all of your needs. They're also a CGC specialist, so if you find any comics or cards knocking around in your grand's attic, get them over there, get them graded, and you never know, you might be sat on a fortune. If you're listening to this podcast, you get 10% discount on all of the CGC products using code UnstableCGC10, and they'll give you 20% off all of the Warhammer products using discount code Unstable20. Thanks very much. Back to the pod. Right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, action. Welcome back to...
Wait, start that again. I burped by accident.
4 foot snake.
I don't think it was an accident.
No, I don't. He did, and you know what? We're leaving this in. This is making it. Go on, give him some more shit. Give him some more shit.
I just don't know that it was.
Don't cover your mouth up. Stand by what you said. Stand by it. Yes.
Sorry.
That's it. We get a serious guest on for the podcast, and even she thinks you're a dick.
Sorry, it just didn't look like an accident.
Welcome back to part 2, baby. Nikki, thanks for sticking around. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Hopefully, guys, you can hear me a bit better now because I got told off during the break for having the mic set wrong. So, soz.
No, it was just the way you were talking into it was a bit off.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, I apologise.
You'd think like 15 episodes in, you'd
think
be a professional.
Yeah.
Am I number 15?
Oh. Yeah. No.
It's 15 going out this week.
Yeah, so you're like 17.
Or maybe 18.
Yeah.
It depends.
You're pre-20.
Put you out.
Oh, okay.
Pre-20, unless you include season 1, and then you're probably like 35.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't mind.
What number would you have wanted to be?
Number 1, obviously.
Or one of the big ones, like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, if it goes well, we'll get you back at episode 100.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
It says if.
When this podcast takes off. When. Anyway, so
let's make our viewers cry again.
Yeah, let's upset you all because
I can do that.
I've been holding back the tears. It's fucking emotional, and like I've got you on kind of on purpose, not you specifically, but a story of this nature because we're just experimenting with different things, and we always have very different guests on talk about different things, and we've had a lot of just overly positive stuff. But
yeah, it's a comedy podcast, and let's try and get the saddest story we can.
But shit happens.
Shit does happen.
It actually does.
Shit happens, so why not talk about that? And then if we can get a giggle out of it in some way, why not, eh?
We need to do more of that.
We do. Laughter is the best medicine.
It is.
My girlfriend works in mental health, and she often says that when she's treating her patients, she does it one way, and then I go out at the weekend and treat them with laughter.
Yeah, why
it's a really
not?
Nice way of looking at it.
Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Until they start laughing at my sticks like this bitch at the weekend, and then I had to fire some fucks into her. She didn't like it.
I mean, they are funny to look at, Ricky. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're a fucking hilarious dude.
She started oohing at me, as in ooh.
What?
So
I don't get that.
I know, she was just a fucking idiot. I think she was pissed. So I got the tech guy to put the lights on. I said, let me have a look at you. Ooh, no, I'd rather slam my cock in a sock drawer. Yeah, she didn't like that.
You know what's funny, though, is he's done that before, so he knows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. They think it's our first rodeo.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many... Oh, fucking idiot.
No, I meant slamming your cock in a sock drawer.
Oh, I thought you meant that sort of interaction.
I was giving you a compliment, bro, saying that it's so fucking big. But, you know.
Do you get much grief?
Do you get much action?
Do I get much grief? Not as much as I thought I would. Coming into comedy, I thought, because like I'd done the same as what everyone else does. I've been on TikTok, Facebook, looking at the reels, seen all the heckles and shit like that, and I thought I am in for it here because I look at my stature. I know what I look like. I mean, you know, I'm a easy punch bag, aren't I? So I had a lot of shit in the arsenal ready to fire back with, but I don't get as much as you'd think. No, but I think because my style is quite dark, I think it's very easy for the audience to assume that I would be able to fire back.
Plus, you give Ricky. I give Ricky a lot of stick, but like just to blow smoke up his ass, he is actually funny on stage. Like his set
off stage, I'm shit.
Yeah, off stage, fucking wank. But on stage, he is hilarious, and he knows how to work a crowd very well.
Okay.
Which is why a lot of people think he's cheated the system a bit, because he's had so many years before comedy of public speaking and crowd work and everything.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, if you
system.
only just realised you're funny, but it's been going on a while.
Yeah, so I did a lot of like after dinner speaking and public speaking when I was on the team and stuff, and then got into comedy once I'd retired from sport. And because of my 15 years of experience, so while it wasn't pure comedy, I had 15 years of public speaking experience.
And excuse the pun, but he kind of just walked into it as a professional.
Hit the ground running.
Sorry for snorting.
It's all right. So yeah, I've had a bit of I've sort of seen screenshots and had a bit of shit from people within the industry that have been a bit pissed off at.
Jealous.
Yeah. And I've not risen like massive, like I'm not on the fucking telly or nothing. Do you know what I mean? But
He was.
I've been. I mean, a couple of times, but I'm not a TV act. I'm not like I'm not. You know,
You're not Jimmy Carr
I'm
yet.
not Jimmy Carr.
Yeah.
Yet, but like I have risen through the club scene quickly.
Yeah.
You know, for the amount of years I've been in the game, someone else started at the same time as me.
Yeah.
I hadn't moved or haven't moved so quick. So I've had a bit of shit like that. But no, when I'm on stage, to answer your question, I don't get it. It's I think people have got a perception because of like all the Paul Smith clips, like the Scouse guy who does a lot of crowd work, and comedians are now putting our crowd work clips online because we don't want to burn our material. So putting crowd work clips on is a good way of doing it because we're still getting our humour out there and still being able to get a fan base. But then people who are not used to stand-up comedy are seeing that, are assuming that's what comedy is. So we are seeing more and more people turning up expecting the constant back and forth. And it's just not that. It is an art form.
It's annoying as well because you don't. People aren't really appreciating it for what it was back in the day. So there's new comics that have come up, broken through. So there's new comics that have broken through in the last 4 years. I'd say one of the biggest ones is Matt Rife. Everybody's seen Matt Rife because of his crowd work.
Yeah.
So he's very good at, he's got some of the best crowd work, if not the best crowd work at the moment in the game.
Who does he do that for?
But he's just himself.
Yeah,
Just
Matt
himself?
Rife. He's come up through the rankings. He's American, and he's worked for years, but from a young age. And he's only young now. He's only 28.
He's all of a sudden he's just found his audience.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been given 3 Netflix specials. But because his online persona and the way his work is perceived online, it's very crowd worky. So he'll be working with a crowd. So the last 2 specials that he's just done crowd work. He hasn't done any set work. Yeah, it's.
But hey, good on him.
But it's adaptable and it's nice to see the changing. But it means that the whole
comedy's changing.
Yeah, exactly. It means the whole scene's changing.
You are getting it's kind of split because you're getting a lot of new people who are sort of wanting the crowd work stuff and wanting that off the cuff interaction conversation.
Yeah.
But then there are people who really are into the art and they want that written stuff. They want that storytelling. They want the long form. So it's kind of a bit of both, and it's just another way that comedy is evolving, I guess. Is the best way to say it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about me and comedy, and while I always love talking about myself and how wonderful and great and funny and amazing I am,
I've been told I'm quite good at turning the...
You fucking smashed it. You smashed it.
Very good.
We should change this to Nikki. Nicky's unstable.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, right? If you're that good at getting people to turn that conversation, start your own podcast.
Ooh,
You've got a producer right here.
Do it. There's a producer there.
Scary stuff.
It's not scary. It's just a lot of fucking work.
So that happened, and it's horrible, and I can't give my condolences.
Yeah, let's get back to the movie, man.
Yeah, awful. And it's fun. It's not funny, but I've been talking to my mates, and it's not funny at all. I've been talking to my mates and my girlfriend and family and stuff. And when I first passed my test, I was a dick. And I grew up, like my tight group of mates, there's probably 5 of us. And we were all into our cars. Young lads between the ages of 17 and 20.
Everybody
we were
is.
big into our cars, and we used to we'd all meet up and we'd say, "Oh, should we go for a drive?"
Yeah.
And we never discussed that it was code, but that was code for let's go and race. Let's go. And we've even got a road that we called the racing road. It's in Telford, and it's got a roundabout at the top, then it's got a dual carriageway going down and a roundabout at the bottom, dual carriageway going up. We just used to do fucking laps. Idiots.
As was Shap. That's what the road's called, Shap.
Right.
Shap Road in Cumbria. It's a massive, massive downhill road. That's where I crashed my car.
We used to go on these drives, and we've said, like, it's amazing that one of us didn't end up dead or severely injured. And that's not because that didn't happen because we were good drivers. That happened because we were fucking lucky.
Yeah.
We were lucky that every time we came off a roundabout and skidded into the other lane, there was nothing coming. Yeah. We were lucky that every time we ended up on the path, there wasn't someone there walking a dog or with a baby. We're lucky that every time we span on a roundabout, there wasn't someone on a bike. We were just lucky that somebody else wasn't in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, but
we were dicks.
Every time that you were lucky, somebody else wasn't.
100%. 100%. And and so after my girlfriend sent me the article of your daughter, I was sort of looking into it and then saw about the law, and I think whilst I would have hated it at the time as a young driver, now as someone approaching 40, knowing what I know now, I think it's a fucking brilliant idea. So,
but it's taken you until this to appreciate that?
Yeah, I think if I'd have heard a story like this and been told about the law 10, 15 years ago, I'd have come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
It's just not something that I thought of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now that this seed has been planted, so to speak, that I've heard your story or your daughter's story, it's kind of in my head. And now in hindsight, I'm thinking, why hasn't this been done earlier? Mm-hmm. Because everybody who learnt to drive, I say everybody, I would say it's high 90% of especially lads, are dicks behind the wheel. It's just fun. We go out, we have fun, and 99% of the time, nothing happens. You might have had a near miss, but oh yeah, look how close it was. And it's seen as fun. So if you understand the proposal and everything better than me. So can you explain to the people watching and listening about this law that's been passed in?
I need to know what it was before, because you started.
There was nothing.
There wasn't nothing.
There was nothing. There's nothing before. So
exactly. So
give me the change. Give me the change that's in place.
You know where a learner driver has to have L plates on the vehicles, and then I think they brought in a P plate, but it wasn't mandatory.
Yeah.
You know that it was that. Yeah, you were L's and then you'd passed, and that was it. Off you go, ta-ta, do what you want, where you want.
And also, you didn't even have to do you weren't allowed to do motorway driving as a learner. So you pass your test,
didn't do it.
having never done a motorway, you pass your test, then it's like, off you fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an optional Pass Plus that teaches you motorway driving.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I did.
Yeah, I did it, but it's not mandatory.
No, it's not.
No. So you can legally not ever go on a motorway, pass your test, and up until that point you've had to have someone with you, and then you pass your test, and from that moment you're allowed on your own 24/7 on motorways, on country roads, on A roads, on anything.
Driving in all different conditions. Yeah. It's
crack on.
When you think about it, it's mad, isn't it?
It makes no sense.
It's madness.
It makes no sense because there's a high chance as well. A lot of people learn to drive through the summer holidays, so they probably never experienced wet road driving before they pass their test.
Snow, anything,
or even dark, even
the dark. Yeah.
Just explain about these proposed changes if you can, and what that entails.
So these changes are standard in Australia and Canada, I believe. I'm no good with stats. There's another mum in our group that is brilliant with stats, and that's not me because I just forget. But Australia and Canada, I've got a graduated driving licence. The changes involved in that would be restricted driving for a period of time after passing your test for an age group. Ideally 17 to 24, but we're saying, okay, 17 to 19 minimum. And that they can't carry peer passengers late at night, and restrict them during the day as well, but maybe not as restrictive.
So peer passengers, just to be clear, is there sort of like an age limit? Like, let's say the driver's 18, is it like you're not allowed with 3 years either side of your age? Or what is it?
Similar to the 17 to 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if those restrictions had been in place, then I believe that Phoebe would still be here now. And then people say, yeah, but would that person still not have gone out and done what they've done? Well, no, it's a bit different. Your parents saying to you, don't drive at night, don't carry that passenger, don't do this, don't do that, than the law, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's law, then you're more likely to adhere to it.
Yeah, by that argument, you're not allowed to drive without a driving licence.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
Yes, exactly.
Most people are law-abiding citizens.
So maybe you don't want to listen to your mum and dad, but you'll listen to the law. Yeah. More so. I know some people don't, but it's a minority, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, but people break the law, but if the law's in place, of 100 people that would have done that activity, if it's then made against the law, a much lower percentage will.
And the people who can make change, i.e. the government, don't want to penalise this age range of new drivers. But surely just restricting them for a period of time is better than them losing their life or that of a friend, surely.
Why do you think that the government are apprehensive to make that change?
I just think they want to make waves.
But what do they benefit from not doing it? What?
Just to get people on side, just to get the voters on side.
Do you think that's what it boils down to? You think
100%?
That's what I'm trying to get at. So you think if they brought this out, they'd alienate their young audience? So
they would. But
that's mad.
I call them the youngsters because I don't know what else to call them, but we just want to protect them from themselves because they don't make the right decisions at that age. We know that.
I'm a prime example because I lost four friends from driving accidents.
Shit.
At the age of 17, 18. And I must have had about 6 crashes between the ages of 17 and 18. So I completely understand why.
You don't make the right decision.
No. Hindsight is a very wonderful thing.
Exactly that. Like, I've had a lot of crashes during those years. You had. I know how I felt hearing these suggestions. Yeah. What's your opinion on it? Do you think good idea?
I think it's a brilliant idea. I don't think it needs to be. I'd like it to be law, but I feel like it needs to be. A better way would be to make.
I know what you're going to say. Is to make the education behind it.
No, to make it mandatory that they have to do a third part of the test, because at the moment you've got
all of that. Yeah.
You've got a theory, and you've got your hazard perception, and then you've got the practical. Yeah, like there needs to be the Pass Plus is good. Yeah, but there needs to be something else that restricts you. Yeah, especially if you're learning to drive at such a young age.
And maybe an idea for that is that you do your first pass. What's currently the driving license test, and then these strict restrictions are put in place until you've been driving 3, maybe 4 years, whatever. Maybe at that point you have to do another test to prove your eligibility to be able to carry passengers, to be able to drive in the dark after
Yeah.
certain hours. You know, maybe that's I
All
don't know.
of
I'm just
this.
spitballing ideas.
All of this,
you
all
know.
of this. It's about the education, about the youngsters understanding that, hey, I've passed my test. Give me the keys. I'm off.
Yeah.
And I'll go pick him and her up and do this and do that and this and that. And that's what they think. They think it's fun.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't. Cars are built for a purpose, to get you from A to B, not to mess around in.
And let's be honest, it's a weapon.
It is a weapon.
It just is. You know, you're driving around in whatever weightage tons of metal
Yeah.
that can cause
Travelling at a speed. Yeah.
serious damage.
Yeah. And they don't get that. And I think it's part to do with education, because they don't think about it. They're not told this. Who's telling them this?
And also, cars are made so safe, like with your seatbelts and the airbags and da-da-da. I remember my driving instructor saying to me that he thinks that we should replace the airbag with a spike. I was like, why? He was like, well, how many people do you think could drive recklessly if they had a big spike there that they'd bang their head? I'm like, yeah, I can see the. I mean, you know, it's an extreme, and he's just saying it for effect. But
it's true.
things are so safe that you feel. No,
It's true.
It is.
It's true.
Things are made so safe now, which is fantastic. The more lives we can save in these accidents, the better. But if we can then prevent the accidents happening in the first place, that's just going to have a ricochet effect onto
We
the
need
positive.
to give them something to think about.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Terrible. But so those changes have been accepted and put into place in Northern Ireland. Is
Yes,
that correct?
they have. Yeah.
And you're working. Is it break?
So what have they put in place in
The
Northern Ireland?
GDL, the graduated driving licence.
Right. Okay.
These
And
restrictions.
that's mandatory now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it break that are trying to make that happen
No,
in England?
it's Breaker supporting it,
Yeah.
but it was a group of mums.
Okay.
We're in a Facebook group. The lady I mentioned who's good with the stats, she's been on all sorts to talk about it. She's been down to Parliament. She delivered the campaign, etc. I don't know if you remember 2 years ago, there was a car with four young lads, and they were on a trip to Snowdonia, and the car flipped
I remember
I
that.
into
don't remember.
a ditch,
I remember that.
and they
Okay.
all lost their lives.
Yeah.
It's one of theirs mums.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll tag the group, the Facebook group in
Forget
this.
me not. Forget me not.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
Find it
Yeah,
for
I'll
you
put it in the
after.
description.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got it, you message it to us.
Yeah,
We'll get it down
I
there.
will do. Yeah. Yeah. So it was a group of mums, really. Yeah, supported by Break, supported by what Road Peace, then no more anymore. But and we've got driving instructors, doctors, surgeons, teachers behind this, and it just seems to be one group of people that.
Do you know what would really help us grow is if you could subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It'll cost you nothing, and it really helps the podcast to grow.
Are reluctant.
So what does it need? When I say it, I mean the movement. What do you guys need to get it heard? What needs to happen to get it across the
We
line?
need the Department of Transport to listen. We all sent in letters to the minister, and we all got a stock letter back with just the name changed. How disrespectful is that?
Terrible. Isn't it?
It's so bad, isn't it?
That's bad.
Yeah. Have you thought about like any kind of viral campaign, or
I was going to just add a similar thing, because with the getting it into Parliament and stuff, isn't there some kind of law that if you can get a official petition to 10,000 signatures?
Yeah,
or
we've
something
got
like
that. We've got that.
You've got that.
Yeah,
Well,
we've
that's
got
easy,
that.
man. That
Yeah.
can be pushed out in Parliament,
Yeah,
and they
we've
can
got
just
that.
fucking throw it to the
Well,
side.
Right.
If
This-
you
Sorry, this is gaining momentum again because was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago that the new road safety policy came into force,
Right.
and it included eye tests for over 70s or something like
Okay.
that,
Great.
but very little for newly qualified drivers. And that was their opportunity to include this in that, and they haven't.
Isn't it mad that they assumed by that decision? To me, they are saying that the older drivers are more dangerous new drivers.
No, they fucking are sometimes.
I'm not saying they're not, but I would love to. Excuse me. I'd love to see the statistic of how many older people above the age of 17, which, as the law suggests, is when they're in bringing up the eye test. I'd love to know what the percentage of crashes in the 70 plus to crashes in in the first 5 years of driving
and
life.
the
Do you know what
fatalities involved in that.
And the level of crash, like where I would imagine that in the 70 plus groups, there's a lot of sort of bumps and scrapes, sort of little things, missed a red light and just nudged, a lot of stuff like that. But I would imagine that in the newly passed, that just it's high speed,
different scale.
Here you go.
That's what. Oh yeah, we've got.
So young drivers have the highest risk of fatal car accidents, with risk peaking in the first year of driving, while drivers over 75 to 80 face the highest fatality rates per capita due to vulnerability.
Okay.
So it's both age groups really.
Young drivers 17 to 24. This group is heavily overrepresented in fatal and serious accidents. With risks being highest among 18 to 20-year-olds.
It's this one here. It's high-risk groups, 15 to 24, 4 times more likely to die from a road accident than from drug, alcohol, or substance poisoning, which is fucking insane.
That's mad.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Mad. Yeah. You know, there's all this thing, like you warn your kids about like being spiked and the dangers of drugs and stuff like that. I never once had a sit-down talk with my mum and dad about not being a dick in a car.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. But that wasn't before my first accident. That was after my first accident.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
But just a quick quiz for you. When was the first time you had a car accident after you passed your test?
I had it before I passed my test.
Me too.
Yeah. I hit my mum's car on the drive.
Oops.
Nice. I totaled my car for about 4 weeks before my first test.
Whoa.
Yeah. I grew up on a farm though, so like I was driving on the farm from the age of 14 legally, which didn't help, which is why I was a little bit more reckless than others on the road. But I went straight through a dry stone wall and totaled my car, almost killed my brother. I took a corner that was at like 90 degrees. I took it at 70 miles an hour.
What did you think afterwards? What?
Shit, my dad's going to kill me.
But
that's literally...
Did you think of the danger?
No, you wouldn't. You feel like you're invincible at that
age,
you do.
You do. Yeah, and they do.
It's only recently.
Yeah.
That's the thing as well. If I'd have been injured in that, then maybe I would have fought it. But because I wasn't, and the car saved me,
I was feeling invincible again. Yeah,
exactly. And then it didn't even stop me. I didn't even have any anxiety or anything about getting into my next car. To pass my test.
Yeah. Mad.
Literally, it was 4 weeks before my test that I crashed that car straight through a dry stone wall. And then I just went and bought another car straight after I passed my test. I went from a Corsa to a Fiesta.
Yeah.
And I was fine.
Mad.
And I crashed my car again.
Yeah.
2 weeks after passing my test.
But young drivers are just dicks, aren't they?
I know.
So,
I feel so guilty.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Now,
I feel so guilty now.
Yeah.
Like from hearing your story. And now I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't want to be saying this to you, but I was a prick.
Yeah. But it goes back to, doesn't it?
Fuck.
Sorry, it goes back to...
It goes back to you were the lucky ones.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And, just, your daughter was the unlucky one.
Yeah.
Terrible.
She was fearless. Phoebe was fearless.
Yeah.
She wanted to have fun. And that's fine, but not dangerous fun.
No.
No. So we're talking then, obviously... Me and Mikey have been dicks in our youth, and
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you.
No, there's no.
We are dicks.
There's no pushback. There's no pushback, and even just the hindsight of thinking about this and putting it all into perspective, there's an element of guilt there. So the girl who was driving, how well did you know her prior?
I didn't know her. I knew of her. She'd picked Phoebe up from outside the house before, but she'd never been into the house.
And how old was she?
She was 19.
19. And Phoebe was
17.
How do you feel about her now?
That's an excellent question, and it has been asked of me recently. I don't know. My husband's angry. I'm angry, and I'm sad, and I'm more sad about the fact that Phoebe's missing out on life. But her, I don't think I have any feelings about her. I know it sounds awful, but she's really stupid. And I think she's even too stupid to realise what she's done.
Has she had any ramifications? Like, at the end of the day, so she was drink driving.
Yeah.
And she caused death.
Yeah.
By drink driving.
By careless driving.
Careless driving, I beg your pardon.
Not even dangerous driving.
I'm sorry.
Don't get me started on that.
But did she have any legal recourse? Like, what happened to her?
So she obviously was questioned, and then she was arrested, and then she was bailed, and then went to magistrates, and then they referred to Crown, and this goes on and on and on. And the communication's shocking. And then she ended up at Crown Court in the January of 23.
And
so this happened was October 21.
Right.
So she's been living her life.
Nearly 2 years.
Seen her on Facebook, having sparkling afternoon teas and all this shit. Living her life, smiling, blah, blah, blah.
And she killed someone.
Gets to court, Crown Court, January 2023, in Derby. Judge, shocking. Don't get me started on that one either. And she's just there crying and wailing. And the family are there crying and wailing. And you think they were the victims, the way they were carrying on. And we were just there, just quietly reserved. My husband was like this. Got our liaison officer sat next to him, thank God, who kept saying, right, calm,
chill out,
calm. Yeah. And she got sentenced to 3 years, 18 suspended.
Should be life.
Yeah.
Should be life.
Life for life. Anyway, she was out after 18 months, of course, but there was an exclusion zone put in place where she couldn't enter the area where we were or surrounding. Okay. Yeah. And then we got an email from victim support from the prison service on the 16th of January this year to say that, so that's it now, 3 years done. Yeah, all restrictions lifted, apart from driving. She's banned for 5 years, but...
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, but you crack on now and live your life and go and do what you want, where you want, with who you want.
I wonder what she's going to be like when she gets back in a vehicle, though. Like, I wonder if she's learnt a lesson.
No, I think she's too stupid.
Yeah, why do you think that?
I've heard that she was a troubled child.
Oh, one of those. Okay. One of those.
Yeah, of course she was.
But
I don't like being horrible to people that I don't know. And I don't
care. Do you want to tell me? Because I'll say it.
Yeah, I know you will. But I mean, I'm not the kind of person that will put negativity onto somebody just because I believe in karma and all that stuff. But from what you said, is that at the very least she could learn her lesson. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's not the case, then it I don't know. I just hope she gets what she needs.
I truly believe she thinks she's done nothing wrong.
If that's the case, if she's learnt nothing and her life isn't going to change, the only punishment that she got was 18 months of her life was taken away from her, which is fucking nothing. 3 years if you include the slight, you're not allowed within this area. If we take it to the extreme, 3 years, but 18 months of that was just, you're not allowed within this 30, 40 mile circumference, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's fucking nothing. And is that...
It's nothing.
Is that a standard thing? Or did the judge go light?
Guidelines.
Oh, fucking really? Guidelines.
Yeah, guidelines.
Fuck me.
And
I'd be furious.
When the CPS told us that they wanted to charge you with death by careless instead of death by dangerous, because it was more likely that she'd get a bigger sentence. It's a load of shit. It's just a load of shit. In hindsight, now we can see that. But we didn't have any fight in us.
At the time, you
We
blinded, aren't you, as well?
We just did not. We thought they knew better again. And we just, in hindsight, it was just, we feel just let down massively.
I mean, her solicitors pulled a fucking blinder.
Ugh.
You know, I mean, they're the real winners of this, aren't they? Like, fuck me.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that in sympathy of you.
Yeah,
like, it's ridiculous. Like, the defendant's solicitors absolutely did exactly what they could and needed to loophole everything and get the smallest.
They just pulled on the heartstrings of the judge. That's what they did. But we have never had an apology or any sort of communication to say that she was sorry for what she'd done. Nothing.
Because reading the story, I had assumed that she was a friend, a closer friend of your daughter. So I would have imagined that you knew her.
No,
but you didn't.
The girl in the front passenger seat was a
surprised, you know.
Friend.
No,
I don't know any of my son's friends.
No, reading the story though, the way it was read, the way it was written.
No, well, so the front seat passenger was Phoebe's friend from school. She'd been through school with her. Okay. Well, secondary school. She'd been through with her.
No, high school.
But the driver was the cousin of this front seat passenger.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So she knew her through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she'd not known her very long at all.
So we don't have long left within this, and obviously we're going to go into the Patreon and stuff, which is where all the fun stuff's going to happen. But I just want to know, give a 2-year timestamp, yeah? So in the next 2 years, what do you want to see happen within?
I just want to stop seeing more tragedies in the news that a youngster's lost his life or her life because of a driver. I just want to. I want to stop seeing that. We want this law to stop that. To stop them making the bad decisions.
So let's assume that this episode goes blows up viral,
and it will.
Loads of viewers. Of course it will. What can the people listening and watching do to help that happen?
Get in touch with our MP. Mm-hmm. Our local MP's been really supportive, and she raised a business question in Parliament last month. Samantha Niblett.
Oh, Samantha. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
She raised a business question. And that was just before the road safety campaign was launched. So they did listen, but we need more of that. We need them to keep going with that. We need to keep repeating it.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again until somebody.
So they can't ignore it.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They are ignoring it.
Terrible.
It doesn't suit them.
So anyone get in touch with their local MP.
Yeah.
Tell them your thoughts, give them your opinions.
Yeah. If they need anything, just get in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll put all the Facebook page in the description so they can reach out and get in touch. And I assume there's a team there that can guide and help people say
well, it's just it's just us mums. But we will. Yeah. We've.
I think it's great that at least something has come out of it. You know, there's a group of mums. You say just a group of mums, but it's not just a group of mums. It's a group of women who have all suffered in some way that are using that bad experience to try and stop other mums and dads and parents and guardians and even friends of people going through what you and your family have been through.
It's a massive ripple effect.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I think you're incredibly brave.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would probably internalise it and not want to talk out about it.
I think I did go through a period of that, but now...
from what you've said, it definitely feels like that. But at the same time, I think you're incredibly brave for wanting to talk about it now and get there. And I hope at some point you find some peace to this and you get what you want. Because I honestly, I won't be able to put myself in your situation at all. I've said that I've got 4 kids. I've had so many car crashes. And I feel like a really shit person.
You are.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's all I've got now is Kim shouting in my brain, just going, "Told you so."
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I've massive respect for her.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I really want this to be taken seriously, and I'm going to contact my MP as well. I will.
Yeah.
I'll send something for you.
I'm going to echo absolutely. We made it so close. It's all right. There's a running joke that my sticks fall down every episode, and I was so fucking happy that they hadn't fallen down, and then they fell down.
There it goes.
But what I was going to say is that I just want to echo everything that Mikey's just said. Incredibly brave.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you. And can I just thank you for giving me this time and giving us this platform, because it all helps.
Not at all.
It all helps.
Not at all. Well, I hope it does. Guys, if you're watching this, do what you can. Reach out to your local MP. Nikki, if you could do me a favour, can you just look into that camera there and just tell people where they can find you online, or the Facebook group or anything that you want to share?
you can find me on Facebook. Send me a message, Nicky Johnson, or if you go onto Facebook and look for the Phoebe Johnson Project, you can send a message through that. We've got a Facebook group, Forget Me Not Families Unite. You can find us there as well, and you can send a DM. But I would say if you could, contact your local MP, just bring this to their attention, see if they've heard anything about it, any rumblings about it amongst their colleagues, then see if we can get the momentum going again.
Yeah.
To get this somewhere, to get this moving.
Brilliant. Good. You heard it there. Do what you can, guys. I don't normally ask this for this reason. Obviously, I normally ask you to like and subscribe and share, but please do share this episode. We'll be putting the clips out as normal. Share them, because the more we can spread this message, the better. Obviously, I want the clips and the episode out there personally, but for me this is a little bit more than just that. Let's get this out there and let's see if we can actually do that. Nikki, thanks ever so much for sticking around. We're going to go over to Patreon now, guys. It's patreon.com/Ricky's Unstable. It's still just £1 a month for the first 1,000 members, and that's for the lifetime of your membership. So go across there. We're going to take Nikki over there now and have another little quick chat. Tell your mum, tell your nan, tell your sister, tell everyone. See you soon. Subscribe, like, share, do all that shit. Bye bye.